So now we need to pull together content for our outreach or communications activity. So here, just a note that this focuses on NRCS resources. And I guess I should have said that in the beginning, that a lot of this, the do's and don'ts, also focus on some of NRCS's policy. But certainly, you know, especially for these resources we're going to talk about, for partners who aren't on, you know, our federal computer system, feel free to reach out anytime to Public Affairs. We'll be happy to, you know, connect you with some of those resources. You know, we probably can't give you access, but we can certainly provide some suggestions and options and get them to you. All right, types of outreach materials. You know, like our tactics, this list can be very long. Some of our most used materials are fact sheets, brochures, posters, PowerPoint presentations, articles, videos, giveaways, exhibits and displays, and social media posts. So we will start with exhibits and displays. We have nationally developed exhibits that are available for people to use around the country to communicate all three of FPAC agencies' programs and services. So those are available now through the ServiceNow system, which is, you know, you can get to through my FPAC portal. And here, hopefully this is big enough, but when you go into ServiceNow, you click on the FPAC Now menu, and then scroll down to the Event Manager. So when you click on that, I'm sorry, not Event Manager, Exhibit Reservation System. To change that, this will take you to a new window with a link to request an exhibit. So when you click that link to request an exhibit, you'll get a catalog of various displays and outreach materials that are available to you to order. They ship for free. You put in a reservation for the time you need it for, when you want it sent, when you want it returned, and it's usually quite a simple process. So you can see here in the catalog, there's, like I said, a variety of resources available. You're able to search, so you can just search by the type of exhibit, like a banner stand, or a countertop exhibit. You can search by agency. Like I said, these are for all FPAC agencies, and you can also search by category. So, you know, whether you need it for a conference, meeting, expo, or just something for in the office, to display at the office for a week or two, they're all categorized by those options. So just a tip, there are hundreds, if not thousands of things in this catalog. There is a nice, easy search function at the top. I would suggest you use that. So, you know, in these examples, at first I searched for soil health, and then you can see the first three options popped up. But as far as exhibits, really those organic soil health banner stands were the only two that popped up. But then when I went back and just searched for soil, I got hundreds of additional options. So you can see here for banner stands, the size, you know, those are the tall pull-up banners that you might see. And then for the floor exhibits, the size there, and then the tabletop as well. So you'll have to consider your event space, how much room you have, how nimble you want to be. You know, if you have to walk across, you know, from one side of, if you're giving a presentation on campus and have to walk from park on one side of campus to get into a building on the other, you don't want to be carrying a floor exhibit with you. One banner stand will probably do the trick. So for Maryland specific displays, we have those available on the SharePoint. So on our Maryland State SharePoint site, there's the Public Affairs tab, and then there's a Maryland Display and Exhibit option. When you click that, you'll have the option for, we have two types, banner stands, which I just described, and then also X Plus pop-up displays. And there is a description in there on that SharePoint about the X Plus. They're the fabric panels that attach to a wire frame, and they're large. So you can feel free to browse those and just get in touch with me or anyone at Public Affairs to reserve those for your use. So fact sheets and brochures, state produced fact sheets and brochures while we're at the SharePoint. Continue there. Oh, these circles did not transfer over, but Public Affairs tab, Maryland fact sheets. There's some examples here. There's a long list of fact sheets that are specific to Maryland NRCS. For national publications, you can order them through the distribution center. I was going to show a little video here, but I think I'll skip that for the sake of time today. But again, that's very easy to use. You go to their website, they have a catalog similar to what's on MyFPAC now of fact sheets, brochures. They also have posters, technical guides. Some they only have available as PDF to download. Some they have will actually, ship large quantities to you if you like. So that's definitely a great resource to check out. Okay, other types of research outreach materials. We talked about fact sheets, brochures, posters, PowerPoint presentations are also available on the Maryland SharePoint site. Developing articles is a great way to do outreach, whether they end up in the local newspaper or the newsletter, a partner's newsletter. Videos, giveaways. We don't do a lot of those here, but we do have some pens. Sometimes it's good to have something for people to take home and have our website and just have, at their fingertips where to go for more information. And then social media. Here in Maryland, we have a Twitter account. USDA guidelines don't allow us to have Facebook or really any other. Oh, and then we also have a YouTube account for video, but USDA guidelines don't allow us to have any other social media. But that's also an option to get information out, specifically if you want to reach a really broad audience. So real quick, if you're going to develop any of these fact sheets, articles, any written material, if what you need isn't available from any of these resources, you can feel free to create your own material. You definitely want to loop Public Affairs in, just so that we can take a look, make sure it meets agency guidelines. But first, check the Plain Language Writers Checklist. This makes it really easy to ensure that you're writing information in a way that the public can understand, in a way that's accessible to a variety of audiences, and really communicates your information in the best way possible. So you can